Sare sar matino, sare cha sar dassino.
Good evening and welcome. You're with the news first, your number one news provider. I'm Shamir Rasuldin.
A very good evening. I'm Mahina Bongzo. As usual, we start off with a look at the stories making headlines tonight.
A tense situation develops in Colombo among youth seeking employment in Korea. The subject minister instructs to issue applications to all. The Cooperative Council says that it will suffer a 30 million rupee loss if the standard certificate is not issued to cement it has imported. Protest staged before Vallecano prison to mark 1.5 years since the imprisonment of Sarat Fonseca. Former Secretary to the Ministry of Foreign Affairs passes away.
The President watered the dry tree in Anuradhapura with the first spot of water obtained from the new water supply project, which was initiated nearby.
For over 2,000 years, the water obtained from the Tisavava was used to water the Jayashree Mahabodh tree in Anuradhapura. However, a new water supply project was initiated on the advice of the President after it was confirmed that the water in the Tisavava was no longer clean. Invoking blessings on his parents and the people of the country, the President watered the Jayashree Mahabodh tree with the first pot of water obtained from the new project at the auspicious time of 9:28 a.m. Subject Minister Dilan Pereira has instructed the Foreign Employment Bureau to issue applications to all those who wish to sit for the competitive examination seeking employment in South Korea. According to the director, or rather according to the general manager of the bureau, WMB Vansekara, applications will be issued based on the instructions of the minister in the next few days. Thousands of youth gathered opposite the police field office headquarters since last morning to obtain job applications to sit for a competitive examination in order to seek employment in South Korea. The Foreign Employment Bureau noted that 28 centers across the island will be established starting from today up until the 11th of this month for those interested to obtain the application. One of these centers were established opposite the police field office headquarters in Bambalapitia. The youth who were gathered were not provided with even basic sanitary facilities, and most of them did not have any meal. However, apart from the group that lined up in the queue since last morning, our cameras also captured the manner in which another group arrived at the location to obtain the applications. We haven't slept for days. Some were forcibly taking positions in the queue, mentioning various names. We slept on the pavement, had biscuits and water for dinner. Korea is not that far away if you see the gate. By this afternoon, an officer attached to the Foreign Employment Bureau informed those gathered that the distribution of applications had ended. However, a group of job seekers did not leave the area despite the announcement. Why is this injustice allowed to happen? Why can't they streamline this process? I came from Mathura. They asked us to go to Bambalapitia subsequently. The police was seen making a valiant effort to control the crowd. Vehicular traffic along Havelock Road was disrupted as a result of the tense situation.
බාහිර නැත්තම් මේ පිට ප්‍රදේශ වලින්
Individuals from other areas had arrived here to obtain applications. If they had gone to their respective areas, there wouldn't have been such a congestion.
සංඛ්‍යාවක් එන්නේ නෑ. එහෙම කියලා නෑ කවුරුත්. ඒ අයම තමයි සංවිධානය වෙලා තියෙන්නේ. මමත් ඇහුවා ඒ අයගෙන්.
මේ කොරියන් එම්බසියට කතා කරා. මම ගාව නම්බර් තියෙනවා මට.
We asked the Korean embassy and they said that only Colombo will issue these applications. However, the Foreign Employment Bureau noted that it will continue to issue applications in the coming days as well. The ministry instructed us from Saudi Arabia to issue applications to all those who wish to sit for the exam. We have informed everyone that in the coming 3 days, we will issue applications to everyone who wishes to sit for the examination under the instructions of the subject minister.
කොරියානු රැකියාව සඳහා ආයුධම් කරන්න ප්‍රවේශපත් නිකුත් කිරීමට තීරණය කරලා තියෙන්නේ ගරු ඇමතුමාගේ උපදෙස් පරිදි.
Meanwhile, applications for the comparative examination were distributed in several other areas as well.
Former Secretary of the Ministry of External Affairs, Romesh Jayasinghe, has passed away. Director of the Public Media Unit at the Foreign Affairs Ministry, Sarath Dissanayake, said that Jayasinghe had passed away at his residence in Kirulapana this morning. A well-versed diplomat, Jayasinghe, who joined the Foreign Service in 1981, later served as the High Commissioner to India and as Ambassador to Belgium and Luxembourg. Jayasinghe also served as the permanent representative of Sri Lanka to the European Union. Romesh Jayasinghe, who was serving as the Secretary to the Ministry of External Affairs from October 2009 to March this year, was later appointed as an advisor to the President. A father of two, Romesh Jayasinghe was 56 years at the time of his demise. The funeral will take place at the Borala Cemetery tomorrow.
The Cooperative Council of Sri Lanka says that it will incur a 30 million rupee loss if the stock of cement imported without a standard certificate is not cleared from the harbour soon. Its chairman Bandhu Ranawaka pointed out that the cement had been imported with the expectation that the standards certificate will be issued.
Sri Lanka's annual cement requirement is over 3 million metric tons. One-third of this requirement is fulfilled through imports. Various parties complain that there is a shortage of cement in the market at present.
There are nearly 100,000 bags of imported cement in 175 containers in the port. We are unable to release them to the market as the Standards Institution has not issued the required certificate. We imported this stock since the Minister instructed us to do so. We hope that we would receive the standard certificate soon.
අඩුවක් ඇති වෙන්න ප්‍රධාන හේතුව තමයි එකක් සිමෙන්ති ආනයනය කරද්දී
there is a shortage. One of the reasons I feel is that there are some problems regarding the issuance of the SLS standard certificate. Due to this, imported cement can be stopped from reaching the market in an undue manner.
ආනයනය කරන සිමෙන්ති අනවශ්‍ය ලෙස මේ නතර වෙලා තියෙනවා කියලායි මම විශ්වාස කරන්නේ.
Meanwhile, Sri Lanka Standards Institution says that the stock of cement in question was imported from an organisation whose SLS standard has been temporarily suspended. A release issued under the signature of Director General of the Sri Lanka Standards Institution, Dr. L.N. Senavira, states that under these circumstances, the SLSI cannot arrive at a proper conclusion regarding the quality of the cement in question. The SLSI says that it will continue its task of ensuring the quality of products sold to the public.
It is illegal to release cement to the market without the standard certification. That is why we have requested the Standards Institution to issue this certificate. If the cement solidifies, we would lose around 30 million rupees.